This is NBA Weekly. It's time to get into some Kawhi Leonard rumors because, boy, this story will continue to carry on, Harris.
We'll continue to evolve, and as it does, so will we. We're going to evolve into a beautiful Pokemon.
And with that, let's get to rumor number one. Do the Spurs want to really request a Grand Slam offer, if you will, from another team via a trade?
So this is coming from The Ringer, from Kevin O'Connor, The Ringer, I should say, saying that the Spurs will not accept anything less than a Grand Slam offer for Kawhi Leonard. Now, what does a Grand Slam offer exactly mean?
It means 4 runs.
What it means in my book, at least, is at least a first-round pick, definitely at least 1 starter, if not 2, and then possibly another young player. So we kind of went through a couple different trade possibilities as to what a Grand Slam trade offer would be for Kawhi Leonard. So the first thing, we go to the Rubenstein trade machine.
It's back.
Is with the Lakers. It's back in here to stay. So we have Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, and then a 2019 first for the Lakers. Now, again, Lakers fans, you might be staring at this and yelling at me, but that's what it's going to take to get Kawhi Leonard in a trade. This is a Finals MVP, one of the top 5 to 10 players in all of basketball when he's healthy. It's going to cost a young Brandon Ingram. It's going to cost another starter in Kuzma, and like I said, another young player plus a pick. They're going to want a haul for Kawhi Leonard. You want a Grand Slam offer? That's a Grand Slam offer. Now, I still think the Lakers say no to that, but that is exactly what it would take from the Lakers in order to get him. Now, I made sure that the Lakers didn't trade away Lonzo Ball, but I was this close. I was this close to having the Lakers trade Lonzo Ball for Kawhi Leonard, because I wonder if they would. What would you keep? At this point, would you keep Kyle Kuzma over Lonzo Ball? I wonder if that's a realistic question that the Lakers would ask themselves. I mean, the starting 5 is still really good. And yes, I will always have the Lakers lineup projected for 2018 with Paul George, because I 100% believe he's going to the Lakers. Nothing he has said or done has led me to believe he won't go to the Lakers. So you have Lonzo, Paul George, and Kawhi on that lineup. Maybe you bring back Julius Randle as well and a couple different vets for that center position. But for Lakers, that's a Grand Slam offer.
All right, how about the 76ers here, Harris? What has to go down?
Okay, so before I bring this up, you're going to hate me, 76ers fans, and I need to preface this. This trade offer that we're about to bring up here was first offered by Kevin O'Connor in the same article. So this is his trade offer along with mine. So this is Robert Covington, Markelle Fultz, Dario Saric, their first-round pick this year, and then Jared Bayless. Now, why Jared Bayless in there? Jared Bayless is just a salary dump. That's why you give them the first-round pick as well, because Bayless, I think he's on an $8.59 million contract next year that they need to get rid of if they want to actually sign some big-time free agents. So you trade them, and all of a sudden you're kind of thinking, oh, Harris, what are you doing? You're trading away 2 starters and Markelle Fultz plus a first-round pick. Oh, no. Look at your starting lineup. Ben Simmons, J.J. Redick, Kawhi Leonard, any power forward that you want that can defend and maybe rebound a little bit, and then Joel Embiid. Congratulations. You've either won the East next year or at least coming in second. This is a great lineup. It's very expensive to get Kawhi, but it's going to be. No matter what you end up doing, Kawhi Leonard is going to be insanely expensive next year, no matter what.
All right, so that's a look at the 76ers there for Kawhi Leonard. And you got one other possibility, Harris, the Cavs.
I do. I have the Cavs, and you're probably, I'm sure people out there are like, wow, this trade is so much, kind of more towards the Cavs than it is for the Spurs. But look, they're giving up Kevin Love, who would be a great fit in San Antonio, allow them to push Powell to the bench and let LaMarcus Aldridge play center. They can go a little bit smaller and have Love play 4 and obviously his stretch position. Pop gets George Hill back, who, by the way, is his favorite player in the NBA. He loves George Hill. He said that trading away George Hill was the hardest thing he ever had to do as an NBA head coach. They get Cedi Osman as well, who's just a nice young player off the bench, and they get 2 first-round picks. That's a good trade for the Spurs, and it's a good trade for the Cavs. They get to rid themselves of Kevin Love's contract. They bring in Kawhi Leonard. It keeps LeBron in the system. I have Jordan Clarkson listed as their starting point guard. I personally don't believe that'll hold up. They would probably get someone different because Jordan Clarkson is really bad, Cam.
Yeah, that's not inspiring stuff right there.
He's really, really bad. But
you do have LeBron there, by the way.
I do. If they trade for Kawhi, LeBron is going to stay. I don't think that is any question at all. If they can get Kawhi Leonard, LeBron's going to stay. Because now all of a sudden the number 1 LeBron stopper in the NBA now plays with LeBron.
Sure.
So he's just going to dominate.
All right, is it time for the Spurs to trade Kawhi Leonard? Hit us up in the reaction poll. Heart for trade him. Give us a like for the Spurs should keep him. All right, let's get to the next rumor here. Can the relationship between Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs not be saved here, Harris?
Well, a lot of things have to happen, and this is also coming from the Ringer as well, who mentioned that this is a very similar situation to Vince Carter and the Raptors back in 2004, where the relationship just got so bad that they were just forced to trade him for 2 mid-round picks, and I think the corpse of Alonzo Mourning, if my memory serves me correctly. So that was a bad trade for the Raptors. It completely ruined their future. And now we're going to see what the Spurs want to do. They could let this continue into the season, into training camp, or they could just get rid of him this offseason and just go from there. But for now, there's a lot of different things at play with the Spurs and Kawhi, whether the amount of money they want to offer him, whether he wants to get traded, whether he wants to just stay there for one more year and go somewhere as a free agent. It's completely up in the air what's going to happen with Kawhi Leonard as of now. I personally believe the relationship can be saved because, Cam, money can fix a lot of things.
Yeah, when we're speaking about money, Harris, we could be speaking about a Supermax offer, and that is going to be the next rumor we're going to get into here. The Spurs may offer a 5-year, $219 million deal to Kawhi Leonard. Harris, if somebody just walked up to you and said, hey, we're going to give you $219 million for you to stay with our team, what are you going to say?
I'm going to say yes, and where do I sign? Because I'm, especially living in Texas, I am not stupid enough to say no to $219 million without state income tax. That's a lot of money. Now think about it. If he goes to LA, he's basically going to lose half of that money based off of the state tax. But this would be the 4th Supermax contract given out of the NBA. The Warriors gave one to Steph Curry. The Rockets gave one to James Harden. The Wizards gave one, for whatever reason, to John Wall, and the Spurs would be giving this one to Kawhi Leonard. Now, you can ask yourself who actually deserves a Supermax. I would put Kawhi Leonard in that category, regardless of what happened last year. You need stars in the NBA. You need stars who can shoot, and you need stars who can defend. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best at doing both of those. He's arguably, when fully healthy, maybe one of the 5 best players in all of basketball. I argued that going into this season, before he got injured, he was the 3rd best player in the entire league behind only LeBron and Kevin Durant. And then obviously I had Steph Curry at 4 just because I value forwards more than guards. But obviously it is completely up to you and how you rank guards and forwards. But look, Kawhi, when he's healthy, is an incredible player. Totally worth the Supermax. And those trade offers that the Spurs would have to get in order to trade him are going to have to be out of this damn world.
Like big-time treasure chest.
I'm telling you, like one of the biggest trade offers in NBA history. Bigger than what the Clippers got for Chris Paul. Bigger, way bigger than what the Clippers also got for Blake Griffin.
Sure.
Bigger than what the Cavs got for Kyrie Irving. Just wacky kind of trade.
Greg Popovich once labeled Kawhi the future face of the franchise. We'll see if he sticks around there with the Spurs. Hit us up in the comments section, by the way. If you think Kawhi is going to get traded, where will he go? Let us know.